Welcome to Plant Care Secrets, the channel where we take your love for plants and transform it into real knowledge, the kind of practical guidance that makes every plant in your care flourish. If you're new to the world of plants, you've probably felt that mix of excitement and confusion. You bring a plant home, set it on a table, water it when you remember, and then wait for it to thrive. But sometimes, instead of the lush green growth you imagined, you see yellowing leaves, drooping stems, or worse, a plant that looks like it's given up on life entirely. And here's the truth. Most plant struggles don't come from bad intentions. They come from a lack of hidden knowledge. Today, we're going to uncover beginner plant care tips no one really told you, the little secrets that experienced plant owners discover after years of trial and error. And I'm going to share them with you right now so you can skip the mistakes and enjoy healthy, thriving plants from the very beginning. The first secret that almost no one tells beginners is that plants don't all want the same kind of love. We often treat every plant like it's the same. Give them all water once a week, put them near a window, and hope for the best. But plants are like people. Some love constant attention. Others thrive when left alone. The key is understanding your specific plant's natural environment. For example, succulents come from arid deserts, so they thrive on neglect when it comes to watering. But ferns, on the other hand, grow in shady, humid forests, so they crave moisture and consistent humidity. When you buy or bring home a plant, take a moment to ask, where does this plant grow in the wild? That one question will instantly guide you to better care. Is it a desert dweller, a tropical rainforest native, or a hardy mountain survivor? Once you know that, you can start recreating a bit of that environment in your home, and your plant will immediately respond with stronger, healthier growth. Another beginner tip that doesn't get enough attention is the importance of soil. Too many people assume that any bag of dirt will do the job, but soil is the foundation of your plant's health. The wrong soil can suffocate roots, hold too much water, or fail to provide enough nutrients. Think of soil as your plant's home. A cactus in heavy, soggy soil will suffer because its roots can't breathe, while a fern in super fast draining soil will constantly struggle to get the moisture it needs. The secret here is choosing the right soil mix for the type of plant you own. For succulents and cacti, go for sandy, well-draining mixes. For tropical plants like monstera or philodendron, a mix with peat moss, perlite, and bark works well because it holds moisture but still drains. And if you want to take it a step further, don't be afraid to mix your own soil. It's like cooking for your plant, tailoring the recipe exactly to what it needs. Beginners often overlook this step, but once you get soil right, half your plant problems disappear. Let's move to watering, which is probably the most misunderstood part of plant care. The truth is, plants die more often from overwatering than from underwatering. Beginners often water on a schedule, every Sunday, every 3 days, or whenever they remember. But plants don't follow calendars, they follow conditions. The real secret is learning to read the soil, not the clock. Stick your finger into the soil about an inch deep. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it's still damp, wait. Some plants like orchids and air plants don't even want to live in soil, which is why beginners struggle with them so much. Instead, they thrive on a soak and dry routine. Another pro tip: when you water, do it deeply. Don't just sprinkle the top, water until you see it drain out the bottom of the pot. This encourages roots to grow deep and strong, instead of staying shallow. The rhythm of watering is less about frequency and more about balance. Too much, and you drown the roots. Too little, and you starve them. Master this balance, and you'll unlock a hidden level of success with your plants. Light is another secret that doesn't get enough explanation. Beginners hear terms like bright indirect light or low light, and don't really know what they mean. Here's the truth. Very few plants thrive in true low light. Most of the so-called low-light plants, like snake plants or pothos, actually grow best in brighter spots but can survive in lower conditions. Think of light as your plant's food. Without enough of it, they can't photosynthesize, which means they can't create energy to grow. The trick is learning how to read your space. A south-facing window usually gives strong light. East-facing windows give gentle morning light. West-facing give harsher afternoon light, and north-facing give the least. If you want to help your plants thrive, observe where the sun moves in your home and place your plants accordingly. And if your space doesn't get much natural light, don't be afraid to invest in a grow light. Many beginners think grow lights are only for serious gardeners, but even a simple one can transform your plant's life. It's like giving them a reliable energy source when nature can't provide. Speaking of pests, this is another hidden truth about plant care. Every plant parent eventually deals with them. Spider mites, aphids, fungus gnats, they show up uninvited and can spread fast. Beginners often panic, but here's the secret. Most pests can be managed with patience and consistency. A simple spray of neem oil, insecticidal soap, or even wiping leaves with a damp cloth can make a huge difference. The real key is prevention. Healthy plants are less attractive to pests, so keeping your plants in the right conditions, avoiding overwatering, and giving them proper airflow reduces the risk dramatically. Also, don't forget quarantine. Whenever you bring a new plant home, keep it away from your others for at least 2 weeks. This prevents hidden pests from spreading to your entire collection, which is a mistake beginners often regret later. Now let's talk about fertilizing, a topic that's often confusing for beginners. Fertilizer is like vitamins for your plants, but too much can harm them, and too little can stunt their growth. The secret here is to fertilize lightly but consistently during the growing season, usually spring and summer. Most plants slow down in fall and winter, so they don't need extra feeding during that time. A balanced liquid fertilizer, diluted to half strength, is usually safe for most houseplants. But here's what most people don't realize. Fertilizer isn't a fix for unhealthy plants. If your plant is struggling because of poor light, bad soil, or improper watering, no amount of fertilizer will save it. Think of it as a booster, not a cure. When your plant is already in good conditions, fertilizer just helps it reach its full potential. Humidity is another factor beginners often overlook. Many popular houseplants, like monsteras, calatheas, and peace lilies, come from tropical environments where the air is thick with moisture. In a dry home, especially in winter with heaters running, these plants can struggle, showing crispy leaf edges or brown tips. The secret solution is to increase humidity, not by misting once in a while, which barely makes a difference, but by using a humidifier, grouping plants together, or placing them on pebble trays with water. Creating a mini tropical zone in your home can make these plants thrive. And once you see the difference in their leaves, you'll realize why this tip is so powerful. Another thing beginners don't hear enough about is patience. Plants are living beings, and they operate on a much slower timescale than we do. You can't expect overnight results, and sometimes growth pauses completely as the plant adjusts to a new environment. The secret here is consistency. Water when needed, give steady light, provide the right soil, and wait. The results may take weeks or even months, but they will come. Beginners often give up too quickly, thinking they failed, when in reality, the plant was just taking its time. Finally, the biggest secret is this. Plant care isn't about perfection, it's about connection. Every plant in your home is an opportunity to slow down, observe, and connect with nature. You'll make mistakes, everyone does, but each mistake teaches you something valuable. The more time you spend with your plants, the more you'll learn to read their signals. A drooping leaf, a yellow edge, a sudden spurt of growth. These are all ways your plant communicates with you. And as you develop this relationship, you'll discover that caring for plants isn't just about keeping them alive, it's about bringing life into your own space, creating a sense of peace, joy, and accomplishment. So if you're just starting your plant journey, remember these beginner tips no one told you. Learn your plant's natural environment. Choose the right soil. Master the rhythm of watering. Understand light. Repot regularly. Prevent pests. Fertilize wisely. Manage humidity. Be patient. And above all, enjoy the process. Each of these secrets will save you years of trial and error, and they'll help you grow into the kind of plant parent whose home is filled with thriving greenery. Thank you for joining me here on Plant Care Secrets. If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe because we share new plant tips and hidden secrets every week to keep your plants not just alive but thriving. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep uncovering the secrets that turn beginners into confident plant owners.